Poor Johnny Bolton. I think he even guessed my secret. He could have helped, but he couldn't even help himself. Mrs. Pankhurst has a shop. How long has she had a shop? I shouldn't be surprised. That woman could sew a wedding suit for an octopus. Mrs. Pankhurst, how have you been?
Couldn't be better. I was having dizzy spells, but they've gone away. Isn't that wonderful, when things just sort of cure themselves?
I've been meaning to go visit the Reform Club, but my old outfit... I seem to have filled out a bit since then, if you can believe that.
Oh, remember when I made you that lovely nurse's uniform? For the Reform Club? You know, I've always wanted to visit there. Wanda's such a good friend of mine, but she never tells me what goes on there. I imagine they drink tea and discuss how to reform government and things like that.
Sort of. Not exactly.
Could you wangle me an invitation? I keep asking my friend Wanda, and she always promises, but somehow it's always next week.
I ought to be able to manage that.
If you could get me an invitation, I'd be ever so thrilled. We could go together. I'll come by when you've got one. Your new outfit should be done by then.
I wish I'd learned to sew. Well, I don't wish it. I'd probably have become a seamstress like Mum.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
He's not here. He's just stepped out. Don't know when he'll be back.
Where's the pirate?
Does he owe you money too?
No, I want to talk with him about boats.
He ran out looking for Eddie. The meat boy said he was on Wednesday's Hill.
Eddie McMillan? What's he doing there?
What you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino.
What?
Elephino. Watch yourself out there. The old name for that hill wasn't Wednesday.
That's goddamn creepy.
Stop the movie. Oh, God. Please. They've taken him. Poor Eddie.
Who's taken Eddie?
The cultists up on the hill.
The Yam people?
It's not yams they worship. It's too horrible. You have to stop them. They're gonna kill him. I wish I could do it. I'm too scared. Oh, God. My legs have got all watery. I'm a coward, Miss Boyle. A coward.
I'll do my best. Don't go anywhere.
Save him, Miss Boyle. please. Poor Eddie. Poor Eddie. I wanted to save you.
Help me, they're gonna cook up my heart and eat it!
Oh,
I
dear.
think we should all eat it. Just cut it up into tiny bits and each have it. No, please! No, don't kill me!
My God. They're gonna cut his heart out. I don't think I want to fight all these vegetable worshippers. I wonder if there's a way I could drug them. Oh, look. They're drinking out of a chalice.
Hear the words of the Old
No,
One,
please!
whose
No,
names
don't
are
kill me!
secret and may not be said. Whispered in the shadow of the new moon. When I wear my cloak of shadow, ye shall assemble
Save
in
me!
some
Save me,
secret place
please!
and adore me. And I will teach you things that are up. Infidel! Heathen! Know her!
No, I don't think I'd like to go to the movies.
Thank you! Thank you, thank you! They promised me sweets if I came along with them. But there weren't any, and they tied me up.
You mustn't trust strangers, Eddie.
I know. But I can trust you, can't I? You're good. And Arthur, he's good too. Percy always said so.
Yeah. Arthur's bloody brilliant. Look, you wait here. I'll send someone to get you home. I suppose it's sort of sweet that Grandmum poisoned everyone with her own garden flowers. I mean, she could have used rat poison.
You saved him. I wish I had. I love that lad. He's one of the best people I know.
Yeah. He'll need you to carry him home. Listen, Captain, I need to fix up a Bristol pilot. The, General's.
Oh, that's a beauty. I love that boat. Clean lines, beautiful woodwork. I was just reading about it.
Could I borrow your book?
Oh, sure. Here you go. Least I can do. After I didn't save Eddie, keep it. You'll need it more than I do. Tell you the truth, I haven't been in a boat in 15 years. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a sovereign for a thirsty pirate, would you?
I feel smarter about boats already. When is Arthur getting that cod liver oil? Maybe he's got it. Maybe he's already sent a note on the blower. I'm so close to our playground. Maybe I should just see if he's there and see how things are going. Hi. You're still in town.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Lifesaver.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. You look rough.
What do you care?
How are you gonna get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Am I really that awful?
What, just because you seduced my dad in my mum's bed while you were staying in our house?
How was I supposed to tell him no? I'd never anywhere else to go.
Sorry.
Here. Let's go together. We're two musketeers. I'm scared, Arthur. Aren't you?
It's going crazy out there. We have to go now.
Wait. I have to go back to my place first.
Why?
And we sort of have to wait till dawn.
Oh, God, no.
Something I have to tell you.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
I've got a baby.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings.
Arthur? Arthur?
Did he even hear me? Of course he heard you. He just didn't care. At least he brought the cod liver oil. At least that. I've got to get it to Gwen as fast as I can.
Cry, baby. Mummy's got something wonderful for you. Well, actually, it's perfectly horrid. I know. But it will help you fight those nasty measles. And that is everything.
We're gonna see the world, darling. We're gonna leave this awful place and go wherever we want. Just as soon as you're feeling better. All right. I know a thing or two about the General's boat. Now I just need a boat motor. I hope Dr. Faraday can make me one I can carry. I don't know what I was thinking asking Benedict Keys for help. But how was I supposed to know about the tea cozy? Oh dear. Oh, shut it up. I hope she's not gone on holiday.
Annie's pretty neat, isn't she?
Oh, this again. It was months ago. I was only dancing.
Well,
She turned you
someone's
on.
inside, obviously.
I was only dancing.
You wanted her.
Don't get me wrong, I was only dancing.
Come on! I know you're
I
in
was
there.
watching from the
James.
stairs.
Roger, it's Sally
James.
Boyle.
Oh, Sally! What are you doing here? Roger! Roger, it's Sally Boyle!
Where's Dr. Faraday? Is she all right?
I'm afraid she died. There was an explosion.
For fuck's sake, James. It's Sally Boyle.
She's not here. She died.
James!
She said she died in the explosion. No, fuck!
She's right upstairs.
Roger!
Hey! Leave that alone! Come out and take your medicine.
won't get away.
Lovely day for it.
Wait, I forgot to tell you the punchline. Hold on. You're not Harry.
They locked up Dr. Faraday. Why?
Dr. Faraday? It's Sally Boyle. Dr. Faraday? James said you're alive.
I suppose 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
You're hiding in your own house.
I don't like people. They want things. Disturbs my thought processes.
That's a shame. I rather like people.
I used to have the most beautiful collection of records. Helped me tune everyone out. But all my records blew up with my house. What brings you here?
Who do you listen to?
I'm sort of embarrassed to admit it, but the make-believes. The early stuff, before Nick sold out. The unicorn song?
That's my favourite.
I had a rather brilliant formula in my head the last time I had it on. See, I've been trying to make a sort of portal. No matter. I lost the idea when I lost the record.
I know where a copy is. I think I could get it for you.
Really? I know if I heard that song, I'd remember my idea. That's how my brain works.
Could you make me a motor for a Bristol Pilot?
Boat motor? I've had sneezes more complicated than a boat motor. Thought you were here for something difficult. Ah, sure. You bring me the unicorn song and I'll make you a boat motor.
The unicorn song. That awful song. I bet the only person in Wellington Wells who hasn't burned their record is Nick himself. I can't believe how many times he made me listen to it. At least we were on drugs. He'd never part with it. On the other hand, he's passed out half the time I come by. I'll just sneak in while he's sleeping. Where did I leave the key card he gave me? It's in that suitcase I brought to the Bobbies. Why the hell did I leave it there? I can't remember what it's like to feel safe. Now I remember. They wanted to carry me around in a car like I was some sort of conquering hero. I just wanted to get down on the ground. Clean forgot there was anything in that goddamn suitcase. See, Gwen? That's how you land a man. And here's Nick's keycard. Why do they make dresses with pockets, for Christ's sakes?
Miss Boyle?
Look, if you're still mad about that incident with the, tea cozy...
Oh, no. I need your assistance. It's sort of private. I've heard there's a fake pill that makes you look like you've had joy.
Silly rumours.
I sort of need one.
Why would you want to go off your joy?
It's for Beatrice. Well, it's sort of for me.
You're going to slip it to her?
It's just...
If you're tired of her, break things off like a man.
No, I love her. It's just... Well, ever since we started seeing each other, she says she loves me. But she loves everything. Me. Long walks. Sunsets and rainbows, of course. Simon says. Big wristwatches on a man. Wrapping paper. Dandelions. A good night's sleep. Ribbons. Uncle Jack's bedtime stories. 6 o'clock. Commemorative spoons. I have to know if it's real.
She'd be a downer. Even if it's temporary.
The moment she tells me the truth, I'll give her a real joy. Promise.
Are you sure you want the truth?
You used to be very interested in my mojo recipe. A dab a day keeps the doctors away, remember?
Yes. I remember. That would be handy. All right. The recipe?
I'll give it to you tomorrow after I see Beatrice.
Oh, what's wrong, dear?
Girls are so beastly. And they tell such vile lies.
How did you provoke them?
How did I?
You act superior and keep to yourself when
Because
you're not...
I don't sit around with them smoking and gossiping about boys and teachers.
You spend all your time with the boys in Rocket Club. They'll probably think you're trying to poach their boyfriends.
They don't even have boyfriends.
Sally, dear, boys aren't your real friends. They're just after one thing. If you don't have girlfriends, you won't have any friends at all.
Lovely day indeed, Mom.
Look, we really need this. funky as ever. I'm not surprised the maid quit. Sleeping it off? At least he's taking a bath. That's something. It's probably down in his secret lair. How do we get down there? He had some sort of secret button, didn't he? A bit paranoid, aren't we? What's he been taking? believe someone actually likes this record. Aside from Nick, of course. In a bucket.
Whoa, look, lads! It's our lucky day!
We don't need to go through this again, do we? Don't you remember what happened last time?
I have a very poor memory. Almost as bad as my impulse control. Fact remains, you have been selling unapproved pharmaceuticals in Bobby Catesby's domain, and you ain't paid for that privilege.
All right. Let's dance.
Wet blanket!
Well, you're never gonna get married if you treat men like that. The people I meet keep going mad. Am I cursed? Or is everybody generally going mad? Did you give her her joy?
She never loved me. She went blubbering on about some childhood sweetheart who left on a train. Apparently, he made quite the impression.
Did you give her her joy?
I almost didn't. I thought, Trollope deserves to be in the Garden District. She only stayed with me to avoid the unpleasantness of breaking it off.
You haven't taken your own joy, have you?
Joy doesn't help. You never really forget, do you? It just makes things fuzzy around the edges, you know? So you can pretend. I want to forget her forever.
I'm not sure oblivion exists.
Please. You want my mojo recipe, don't you?
Forgetting could be dangerous. It's not like joy. There'll be holes in your memory. Like a church made out of cheese and the whole congregation is mice. You might forget more than you want to.
I don't care. It's fair trade. Your future for my past.
Here's the recipe for oblivion. I tell you not to tell anyone where you got it, but there's very little danger of that. Goodbye, Benedict.
Sally Boyle! Eddie McMillan's looking for you. He wouldn't tell me what it was, but he seemed pretty distressed. Even for Eddie.
All right, thanks. Maybe I should get down to the pub and see what he's worried about. When you think about it, Guinevere's really a sort of an awful name. I mean, look what she did to Arthur.
Do you have my record?
I have indeed.
This is fantastic. I'm finally going to be able to make my portal. Never mind about that.
And my motor? Have you made that?
And you have earned your boat motor. I won't ask you whose boat or where you're sailing it. I have an entirely different plan.
Does it involve portals?
Clever lass.
Remarkably compact for a boat motor. All right. I've got a boat motor and a boat manual. Now all I need is the General's bloody key. He doesn't have it in his office in the camp, or I'd have found it already. If I know him at all, it's in his safe house. That's the old pumping station where I threw him the masquerade ball. Why don't I just sneak in and abscond with the key? I miss my calling. I should have been a secret agent. He'll have the boat key in his office. I'm sure of it. Christ almighty. He's set for the apocalypse, isn't he? There are some advantages to being smaller than everyone else. In a bucket. No. No. No.
When I told you to come to my safe house, I meant knock on the door, not come down the chimney. Did you forget something?
Gwen's safe.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you're taking smashing good care of her. What if one of Dr. Verloc's boys comes knocking while you're out?
We'll move house.
And when they catch you out on the street, what happens to her then? Come, look. It looks empty from the outside. No sense painting a target on the place. Food for a year, vitamins, first aid.
How lovely for you.
You'll stay here after I get Gwen across the bridge. It's the only place I can keep you safe. I wanted it to feel like home.
I think I'll keep looking.
You can't go. The doctors are scouring the streets.
This is a cage.
Not once you tell me where she is.
I'm not gonna do that.
I think you will. Baby's going to get hungry if you're not there to feed her.
You bastard! You are horrible, vicious coward!
Sally,
Traitor!
do you love her, or do you just love having someone who needs you?
Let her stay with us. Here. Please.
This is no place for a child.
She's just a small thing. I'll make you happy. I promise. You'll come first. I can make you so happy. Just like when we first met.
How dare you!
I think I've just pissed him off. I've got to get out of here.
Sally? Oh, Sally! You won't be leaving this facility without me. I have the only key card.
I've got to take him down somehow. This is a really nice lab. Maybe I can use his own magic against him. Somehow. I can make morphine. If I throw it in that fountain, it'll steam off morphine gas. And down he goes.
You're trying to come up with some clever chemistry, aren't you? I like you, Sally. Why do you have to be so damn difficult?
Who else is going to give you what I can?
Now I'll just have to turn on the fountain.
Bloody witch!
He's got all my stuff in his office. I'd better get it back.
You'll come to your senses. I've done terrible things, Sally. I had to do them, but the mob despised me for it. I think I deserve a little consolation in my old age.
I'm not your consolation prize. How long was I in there? I've got to get back to Gwen.
Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive, nothing in sight, forever in flight, follow those lines, we'll make it this time, blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight.